Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, a little girl was born with skin as white as snow, lips as red as roses, and hair as black as ebony. She was named Snow White. But when her mother passed away, the king remarried. The new queen was beautiful but cruel and vain. She owned a magic mirror and asked it every day, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" For years the mirror answered, "You, my queen, are the fairest of them all." But one day the mirror replied, "Snow White is fairer than you." Jealousy filled the queen's heart. She ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and make sure she never returned. The huntsman, however, pitied the innocent girl. He whispered, "Run, Snow White, escape and never return to the castle." Snow White fled through the dark woods until she found a tiny cottage. Inside, she discovered 7 little chairs, 7 little plates, and 7 little beds. Exhausted, she lay down and fell asleep. That night, 7 dwarfs returned from mining in the mountains. At first, they were surprised to find her. But when Snow White told them her story, they welcomed her. "Stay with us," they said kindly. "But beware the queen, she is dangerous." Back at the castle, the queen asked her mirror again. And once more it answered, "Snow White in the forest with the dwarfs is fairer than you." Furious, the queen disguised herself as an old peddler woman and set off. She tricked Snow White with tight laces, and the girl fainted. But the dwarfs returned just in time and saved her. Not long after, the queen tried again, this time with a poisoned comb. Snow White collapsed once more, and again the dwarfs saved her. But the queen would not give up. She prepared a poisoned apple, red and tempting. Disguised as a harmless old woman, she offered it to Snow White. One bite, and Snow White fell to the ground, lifeless. The dwarfs wept, believing she was gone forever. They placed her in a glass coffin, so her beauty would never fade. Time passed until one day a prince rode through the forest. When he saw Snow White, he was struck by her beauty. He asked the dwarves if he could take the coffin to his castle. As his men lifted it, the piece of poisoned apple fell from her lips. Snow White gasped for breath. Her eyes opened. The prince rejoiced. "You are alive. Will you come with me to my castle?" Snow White, grateful and full of hope, agreed. Soon they were married in a grand celebration, with the 7 dwarfs as honored guests. As for the wicked queen, her power and beauty faded, and she was never seen again. Snow White lived happily ever after, not only the fairest of them all, but a queen whose kindness and courage shone brighter than any mirror could ever tell. And that, dear listeners, is the timeless tale of Snow White, a classic fairy tale retold, the end.